The vastness of space is the ultimate objective for mankind. People have always been interested in outer space and the possibility of extraterrestrial life. Throughout most of human history, space exploration was confined to our fantasies and thoughts. This dream of space travel started to become a reality in the early 20th century. As per DLA, German Aerospace Agency, records, the first liquid-fueled rockets were developed and launched in the 1920s in Germany. World War II further advanced rocket research as Germany developed the V-2 and V-1 rockets, whose range of 160 to 250 miles was used for bombing London. After the war, the US acquired these rockets, and German scientists started their own rocket program. According to the NASA History Division, throughout the 1950s, the possibilities of spaceflight and its effects on astronauts were tested in high-speed airplanes. American test pilots continually broke records for speed and altitude of jet plane flight. The space race between the US and the Soviet Union heated up in the 1950s. The Soviets launched the first satellite, Sputnik 1, in 1957. The US responded with their own satellite launch shortly after, and race to the moon began. The Soviet and American space programs improved the standards for space exploration with every new flight, taking the human race one step forward to the goal of a moon landing. In 1969, the American Apollo space program fulfilled one of the greatest dreams of human history when Neil Armstrong walked on the moon. Many significant improvements have occurred in the years since the first lunar walk, including the shuttle's ability to launch equipment into orbit and repair satellites. For the next decade, moon probes and men in orbit captured the world's imagination as the quest to explore the rest of the solar system began. According to statistics obtained from the NASA mission, unmanned probes were sent to visit the solar system's other planets and moons. The most successful of these were Voyager 1 and 2, launched in 1977. These two probes conducted flybys at Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The Voyager space probes sent back spectacular photographs of familiar planets, revealing rings and moons we didn't know existed. Mir, which was the first modular space station launched in 1986 by the Russians, continued to operate until 1998. That same year, the International Space Station was launched and continues to operate to this day. Scientists are also wanting to bring space materials back to Earth. In 2003, the Japanese Hayabusa spacecraft was launched on a mission to collect samples from a near-Earth asteroid. It returned 7 years later and landed in South Australia. Mars was also a final destination for a number of unmanned rovers sent by the US and Russia. The most recognizable of these is NASA's Curiosity, which successfully landed in late 2012 and continues to find evidence of whether life was once possible on Mars. Our journey into space is just beginning. With every new discovery, we learn more about the universe and our place in it. The adventure continues.